more interest of some teams, or comfort rather, of some teams in letting go of the Hecarim is because there is an answer already. Lee Sin has been one of those champions that can actually get a good answer towards the Hecarim. However, it's just so difficult to do that. G2 Blacklist having the confidence will be picking it up against this Hecarim though is a great sign. They have the Renekton once again to establish control since the Lee Sin is gonna be there. That is also a great initiator. Maybe they can help out in tandem to take down Xiao Zhang this time around with Ime as the Baron laner and later on impact the fight well enough to deny this Hecarim pick.
Yeah, well, you were talking about the Zoe earlier. She's gonna get banned out here. No Zoe for Aaron. It does kind of look like this Zeri is once again a flex pick. Could be going bot, could be going mid. I think they're going to leave that final pick in question here. On the side of EDG to keep G2 Blacklist guessing, especially since G2 Blacklist will have to select their mid and bot next, but it doesn't look like they're actually going to do that. They're going to pick the Sivir up. It's going to be once again a full AD composition from EDG.
So the only difference is the support basically, and the jungler. Basically the same damage champions are picked up by EDG. Kai'Sa actually was also available last game. However, G2 Blacklist did not take it this time around. They can pick it up for Golden Kite. He is such a great Dragon laner and also an ADC, of course. G2 Blacklist can pick up a double ADC as well. And the Varus is going to be picked up here, possibly for Golden Kite with a Kai'Sa in the mid lane.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit more likely. Ooh, Sona!
We're patch 4!
For Longwy! What patch are we on?
Man, this is just going to be wild. I have been so excited to see the new Sona, and this is gonna be here right now. Okay, new crescendo.
This is the first time, right?
This is a first as well.
The first Sona, the
first Sona
that we are seeing
in the entire tournament. First new Sona as well. It's going to be so exciting to see. Let's see if this is gonna allow EDG to 2-0 G2 Blacklist, or will allow G2 Blacklist to push this to a game number 3.
Yeah, because EDG has a lot of room to kind of experiment here. They already won the first game pretty convincingly. This time they're bringing out the Sona, but they do have some really big power picks in that the Fiora still in the Hecarim. Of course, the double AD is going to be something that's really difficult to contend with later on in the game as they get more items. For G2 Blacklist has to really leverage KD, I think, to take control of the lanes and really give them advantages that EDG can't take away. So a lot of the onus is going to be on KD here because double ADs for them as well. They have the Kai'Sa, they have the Varus. They're not really going to be doing too much on their own.
And you know what's the OP thing about this composition of EDG?
Yeah.
They have a Severe, of course, with the additional movement speed. And now they have the Sona as well to just buff this horsey up even more. Man, the Song of Celerity is going to be of big value for the team fights later on. Let's see. How is this going to be answered back by G2 Blacklist? Of course, that is our main question, especially that they do have a bit of a standard composition. Great team fighting, of course. Great anti-engage with the Chain of Corruption later on. KD going with the invade.
Yeah, and KD, he's not gonna have any intel here on KD at all. This could... Oh, this is so cheeky. This is so cheeky from KD.
Going with the invade. 0711 might be in a lot of trouble. Emi is gonna be here as well.
Oh, that's a 3-man.
That's a flash, that's a stun, and that's first blood for G2 Blacklist.
That is the right person to try to target here for G2 Blacklist. Take out that aggro, make him weak in the early game, make KD strong, and he can transfer that lead into the other lanes. Meanwhile, in the Dragon lane, a lot is going on here for the favor of EDG. Look at the health bars on G2 Blacklist, but that is an amazing first blood there for G2 Blacklist.
Oh man, this is already a great establishment of the early game, at least a little bit. For G2 Blacklist, with KD going with a cheeky invade, setting up a great denial of gold towards 0711 as well. That can be very useful, at least for the early to mid-game setup. Ime, of course, is still going to be having a bit of a hard time against this Fiora. This is a Fiora of Xiao Zhang. So definitely is going to be great control in the Baron lane for sure. Would need assistance every single time. At least they do have setup. When when KD is gonna be level 5, that's double crowd control that they would be having against the Fiora. One can be reposted or still countered by G2 Blacklist. We're still just going theoretically as their approach in the top lane, of course, because again, Xiaojiang is just too damn good, to be honest, and G2B has to invest a lot just to take him down.
Yeah, and that does mean that a lot of resources will be skewed towards that Baron lane. But with, you know, a triple buff start here for KD, it does get a little bit easier for them to allocate those resources because they know 0711 won't be, you know, as big of a as early in the game as he might have liked, especially without access to his auto shadows as early as the Dragon's Rage here for KD. But in the bot lane,
Golden Kite still is gonna die! Lag will be the one to pick up the kill. That's unfortunate for G2 Blacklist, but amazing for EDG.
Yeah, these mage sports, I can't really even say Enchanter for Sona because she's really not. She's really more of a, you know, support champion. But look at how much damage, look at how much damage he's laying down alone with the attack buff.
Yeah, that's the ranked Sona that we see.
Yep.
Yeah, the damage item's gonna be built up. Let's see if that's gonna be the case for Lag. Of course, kill going towards her is gonna be fine. You're just gonna be here, cancel out Aaron. Still, the flash gonna be for the disengage. KD missing the Sonic waves. Not be minded at all by G2 Blacklist. They're just trying to answer back, clear up this wave. 0711 is gonna be here though. Might not be the best engage since there are still many members of G2 Blacklist, but it's just gonna be enough for them to be forced out.
Oh,
mid lane though. Oh no. Golden Kite gonna die. Langui has such great impact on this Sona. It's too much for G2B.
Yeah, I mean, with the move speed, bringing him to lane, bringing both him and Alone to lane faster, and Golden Kite just being alone there. He's the one who should have the IGN alone right now. But he really had no chance. As a Varus, you've got no mobility. So how are you going to combat a Sivir and a Sona? That they're just turbo rushing at you. You can't run as fast as they can walk. Yeah. So yeah, it was a no-brainer. Golden Kite was just dead there.
It's just too much to be handled here by G2 Blacklist as of the moment. It is a great sign though that we're still seeing a bit of a gold lead coming in from G2B. EDG has no pressure though on this game. They have so much scaling towards the late game. Again, double ADC with great scaling ability with a horsey back riding later on as well for the Hecarim. This is gonna be a great challenge coming in from G2 Blacklist. Let's see, because we're about to reach a 5-minute mark in which objectives are gonna be spawning up. Surely EDG is gonna look to scale, but we cannot be so sure because they love establishing early control through the Herald, through the Tower 1 push in the mid lane as well. G2B, I think, can have a standing chance on the steals though.
They definitely can, especially considering that KD is on that Lee Sin. Very mobile, a lot of ways to get into a pit and get out. So that's he could even Dragon's Rage 0711 if he wants, but it does look like it's just going to be an objective trade here, unless there is a call for God, but they've already focused on Ime.
Ime is still gonna die. Well, he is able to stall up for so long, and at least they trade off objectives coming in from G2 Blacklist and Edward Gaming. But let's see if they can actually deny this RH. They have stalled it out. They've been delaying the take care of EDG. Was able to damage mid lane tower as well so much. And G2B might have gotten the better trade after all. They can interfere on the taking here of EDG. Yes, he may die, but it's okay.
That's so smart from Draw to just draw the aggro of the Rift Herald onto him on the other side of the river so that EDG can't even take that Rift Herald. They can't even aggro it because it's focused on Draw. So that way, this is going to be a Herald fight.
Yeah, Golden Kite just gonna be poking him out as well with the arrows. Void Seekers as well. It's just landing towards 0711, forcing him out, making him hesitate to actually take this. He has to fully engage in order to get this, but he won't. And double objective for G2B.
Yeah, that is an amazing start there for G2 Blacklist. They do have a very, very small gold lead.
Again, just the passive of Sona, just the extra stun is a little irritating.
Yeah, Shelly, she's going to get the charge, she's going to get the tower immediately taken out after, but that still extends that lead of G2 Blacklist a little bit more, and this is the best they can hope for at this point. You know, Ime not dying to Xiao Zhang, not really giving him the advantage that a Fiora should have in this lane, especially one is skilled as Xiao Zhang. And basically, this is as good an early game as any team is going to get against ADG.
This is a great start coming from G2 Blacklist. They can leverage it out into helping Ime as well, possibly in the top lane, or they can continue to bully out the other members here of EDG, because yes, they have great setup, they have great buffers, especially with the Sona, but that is a -1 on the tankiness of their champions, of their lineup. The only champion that can serve in the front line is just the Hecarim. Fiora, yes, of course, a little bit. If he would be able to proc the Grand Challenge, sure, he can sustain himself. But the only soaking damage he can actually have here is through the Hecarim. And if he dies, there's no frontline anymore for EDG.
Yeah, he has to be really, really careful to engage when the rest of the team is there. And, of course, to position his Onslaught Shadows correctly so that it fears one or two members towards EDG. But right now, they're going to focus on the top lane.
Grand Challenge is going to be used. Ime in a bad spot right now, able to at least stay alive. Wow, that stun was genius. And they have taken a tower in the bottom lane, possibly two already. A great denial. The Grand Challenge is going to be there as well. Captain Lane to throw in that damage, but the tower is doing a lot of work. They weren't able to communicate that well in funneling the damage towards the tower. And this time around, EDG is going to be answering back, getting 2 kills, a double kill as well for the Zeri. It suddenly turned into a nightmare for G2 Blacklist, and they're not done. Dross is going to be the last target here. 0711 just chasing him down. Looks like he's still going to be able to walk back. And G2B, again, capitalized on a big mistake that they did, that EDG now used to come back in this game.
Yeah, what a punish there from EDG, and now look at the pressure that they're exerting. They can go for that tower, but Ime
will commit. Spell shield denied. Alone in a bad spot. Arrow did not connect, but all Ime needs to do is just land that one-up attack. It's so close from getting it, but too far away. And that's unfortunate for G2 Blacklist, but at least they were able to pressure them out. That can serve them well into taking this tower down in the top lane.
That was so unfortunate that they were not able to get that last auto attack there. That was very unlucky because alone was primed there. Just one more auto would have done it, but not quite. But I really do commend the focus on macro here for G2 Blacklist. They're looking for the towers. They're just trying to take down the towers to get as much gold as possible. If you actually look, they're behind in kills by quite a bit. It's 2-5 right now, but they still have that gold lead. Macro focus is there, and they're going to be fighting for this dragon.
Edward Gaming, they have to be very careful again. They don't have that much frontline capability. Lang is already taking damage just through the pokes. And this is the disadvantage when you're using a utility support. Of course, EDG, are they still going to be committing onto this dragon? 0711 is going to be in a lot of trouble this time around. As the CC comes through, Colin Forge got again of the 3 members of Edward Gaming. They have taken Ime down, but at what cost? The jungler's already dead. An overextension coming in from Aaron is going to be taken down as well as EDG. Suddenly, after one mistake by G2 Blacklist, has taken over again on a new objective, which is going to be the dragon to deny soul point again to G2B.
Yeah, that was a bit of an oopsie there, especially the killer instinct just to finish off 0711. I really don't understand why, Aaron would put himself in that situation. He could have done a lot more, just free hitting in the front, but that double stun onto Aaron and Golden Kite really mitigated a lot of damage onto EDG, and then Longui, just the value of that Sona giving so many stats to his teammates, man. And that's such is the value of just a pure support like that. Longui really doing the work here on the first Sona that we've seen in Wild Rift League Asia.
They have to really respect this Sona. The first Sona ever. Might be the first, and also first of many. If ever this turns out to be a great, a great performance coming from EDG, so far it has been good. Finally, the tower in the bot lane is taken down. Eames the one to do it as well. One step closer towards the inhibitor towers here of EDG, but again, to look back on the previous team fight, right? It could have been established well by G2 Blacklist on that victory. However, their cheekiness, their overextension, their too much engaging cost them so much as well. With Aaron dying, with the Dragon being taken, with EDG winning hard. And now, at least they were able to set again an establishment of a bit of gold lead, which is nice, but they have to invest a lot in maintaining it now.
Yeah, Katie and Aaron top in the gold charts right now. They're actually going to be going on the Baron, these two top gold earners, while the rest of G2 Blacklist are distracting in the mid lane. There's no vision. They're baiting. Yep. It's such a sneaky play. Can they actually
God! No steal! That was close though, but still, G2 Blacklist now has a leverage. Chain corruption gonna be used as well to take the Hecarim down! And a great punishment this time towards EDG.
That was perfect. The sneaky two-man Baron from EDG into the kill on 0711. That was absolutely beautiful. Now that gold lead has popped a little bit more, it has just been a minuscule gold lead for this entire game, but now it has gotten a little bit better. 2,000 gold lead with the Baron buff. They can start the siege a little bit better here. Oh, but KD, I don't think that's the right position for you, but he is
he wants to steal.
Some vision.
He wants to steal this red, and will be. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, just getting extra here in this game as well. With the Baron-powered minions, they would be very helpful for G2 Blacklist to push the side lanes, even for Ime, because the Fiora doesn't have Hullbreaker. It's going to be very difficult for him to be able to clear out the waves.
This is going to be a difficult situation now for EDG to answer this siege, because I mean, G2 Blacklist have two really good wave clearing champions. In
that's a charge. Aaron still has a shield, will be fine. In EDG, they have used big ultimates already.
Man, EDG are just kind of clinging on for dear life here against G2 Blacklist. It does seem like if you switch to Ime was the answer in top lane. And they know how to play against the Hecarim too. They've just gapped 0711 from the get-go.
This time they are pressuring Edward Gaming. Very close already. Dragon's Rage Morgan almost got the kill there onto Langby. But they have opened up the base of Edward Gaming. G2 Blacklist having a tremendous amount of lead as well. 6,000 just in time for them to have the leverage to take this last dragon as well, to help them with the buffs again for the sustain and durability. So far, great signs being made here by G2 Blacklist. It's not yet done. Still far away from the end of this game. EDG can still bounce back.
Yeah, it's not over until the Nexus is gone. But, I mean, 6,000 gold lead and they're 3 kills behind. That just shows you the priority that G2 Blacklist has been putting on that macro play, on getting those lanes pushed in, on getting those towers.
Ooh, Ime?
Look at this play.
No, at the Dragon's Rage being denied a little bit there, but it's okay because the damage are going to be here from G2 Blacklist alone. Very low already. Stasis is going to be used by Aaron to try and stay alive. The backline is going to be breached by Zhao Jam, but still it's going to be fine for G2B. They're chasing down. Sonic Wave does connect. A 1-for-1 trade for both of them. But the Dragon's still up. EDG can still start this up, but they have to be very careful, of course, on the engage that G2B can make.
Yeah, because G2B, they have the engage tool. There's
double man knock up, and the follow-up is gonna be there. Slow. KD goes in, gets a kill off the 0711 now. 3 versus 4. G2B can still pursue, but the kiting ability of EDG is just too damn good. Now equalize it towards a 2-for-2 trade. Both will just walk away.
Yeah. It's a little bit risky for KD to go for the dragon right here. So he's just going to actually go for the dragon.
I mean, why not, right?
Why not?
They walked away too, right? So let's just take it. All right, dragons are free.
Absolutely free.
I mean, it's the spirit of Christmas, my friend.
Yeah, just give. It was a gift. It was a gift from EDG to G2 Blacklist. You can take that dragon, no problem. We'll walk away. And especially because they didn't have a jungler to potentially steal it at all, and they really didn't want to, you know, risk a skirmish with just their, you know, their carries and the support. Especially when that support isn't really that tanky. You know, Langby is, you know, a couple 2-5-ish HP, or like 2-7, 2-8 HP. So he's still pretty tanky. He's just not built as tank. He doesn't have that much CC.
Double ADC definitely working here for EDG as well. So far, the damage is increasing exponentially. And the only heals that he's so tilting, to be honest. And it's fun to see, but to experience it on the receiving end, I think is a little bit frustrating. EDG definitely making this composition work so far as they can. G2 Blacklist also managing well.
Yeah, this is still a less... what I'm trying to say is that G2 Blacklist still have less kills than EDG, like 3 less kills, but they are up in gold, and that just shows how much they have really managed to open this map up. Look, they already gotten the 2 inhib turrets, and really it's because they haven't really been taking the bait for EDG skirmishes. They've been engaging on their own terms for the most part, especially since 0711 couldn't leverage his Hecarim advantage, especially since, look, he's 0-4 right now, 0-4-4. And that just stemmed from that cheeky invade from the get-go, from the first few minutes, and that just really messed up his entire rotation. The
turn! Oh, Langy gonna be in a lot of trouble this time around. Call of Force gonna be used as well for the knockup. But again, the double ADC can still work here for EDG. They're still able to damage the backline. Still able to fight back. G2B gonna be in a bad spot this time around. Drops being chased out. Still has a slow, still has a flash, still able to disengage. But EDG, after winning the fight with great kiting ability from you and alone, this time with the Elder Dragon available, G2B needs to contest.
They need to contest, but they don't have that many tools to do it. They have Aaron, they have Draw.
And it's the AP Kai'Sa as well. Not really the best standing chance this time around. Shangjan's gonna be flashing in. Draw's gonna be the target. Still able to dodge out. Still able to kite away. But the damage again of EDG. They continue on the hunt. They continue on the investment. Aaron going in with a killer instinct. Still unable to get the kills here towards G2 Blacklist. And gets killed off instead. EDG wins the fight. Gets the ace and gets the Elder Dragon as well.
And the lead has evaporated. It's now equal in terms of gold. And all that means is that EDG are going to be in an amazing spot come the next team fight. And it all stems from here. What an ambitious flash chains of corruption there. I mean, it kind of worked. It's just the stasis, the delay on 0711 that Ime got separated so hard that he wasn't really able to peel for his teammates in any meaningful way. And that was just really ambitious from Golden Kite. I think he was trying to imitate Ruler from 2018.
Man.
Flash Chase of Corruption to win the entire world, but it is what it is.
It's the same start, but not the same conclusion. This time, KD is going to be attempting to get the steal going here. Call of the Forge. Got a steal! Coming in from KD again! This is why you can never deny G2 Blacklist, but this time, EDG is starting to deny. They are able to take the damage and take the champion down. G2 Blacklist running for the high heels. EDG going for the chase. 0711 has some movement speed, especially with the Sona. You as well going in with the dash. Golden Kai tries to go in with the stasis. Aaron's going to be here as well to help out with the damage. When able to answer back, the Elder Dragon is just working here for EDG to take this mid lane down.
And suddenly the game is turned on its head. EDG now have a 4,000 gold lead here, and they're the ones knocking on the inhibitor turret doors. Can G2 Blacklist still defend this? They look at how long the death timers are still. It's just 2 versus 5.
2 versus 5. Let's see if this is gonna be enough. Elder Dragon gonna be expiring in a short while, but not enough, not fast enough to stop EDG. And EDG wins the series 2-0.
Oh, what a heartbreaking loss for G2 Blacklist, especially since they had such a big lead for a lot of the game. They focus so much on the macro, but EDG, they're just the masters of the micro.
And they have punished, again, G2B, especially on one small mistake, but how they capitalized on it